Full, and this is Uncut News. I'm gonna be honest with you people, this whole newscast tonight feels like one big weird news story, but here we go. We start tonight's program with news that karma may have taught one hapless bandit a lesson that was too shocking to handle. This morning, a man was discovered dead with burn marks about his body after he allegedly tried to break into the Hua Xin supermarket in Enmore. Around 8 a.m., construction workers found the man's body lying at the side of the recently constructed building. It is believed that he became entangled in the building's electrical wiring after trying to gain entry, and getting shocked, and of course falling to the ground. Around 1 p.m. on Friday, two men in Sophia interrupted a 19-year-old student's online Zoom class session in order to rob him in his own home. The victim told police that he was at home sitting in the kitchen participating in a virtual classroom session with the top half of his door left open. Well, that's when the two armed men decided to rush his house and ransack the place for valuables. They stole cash, jewelry, cell phones, and basically everything else of value that they could have put their grubby hands on. On Saturday, 23-year-old Tamira Melville got caught white-handed at the Ogle airport trying to smuggle 75 pellets of cocaine inside her body. According to reports, she had confessed to ingesting a majority of the pellets, as well as storing one large pellet inside her lady bits. The police said they stopped Cokey Pokey Tamira because she was acting suspicious. But I don't know how you could not look suspicious with that much powder in between your feet. But apparently the police felt it was necessary to let you know that she is in the hospital under police guard and is so far past 25 of the 75 pellets. So just 50 more to go. According to police, 27-year-old Fazil Mohammed Ibrahim has just confessed to killing his housemate Colin King on Colin's birthday. Well, this actually happened after the two got into a fight over accusations that King was sleeping with Ibrahim's wife. So after killing King, Ibrahim fled with King's motorcycle, which he later pawned for $40,000. King's body was discovered on Saturday in the septic tank of the house with multiple head wounds. An investigation is ongoing. Now it's time to tell you about Best Buy's car of the day. Currently on sale is this 2018 Suzuki Swift RS Sports Edition. It comes with Bluetooth, CD stereo, steering controls, crystal lights, mag rims, fog lamps, and much, much more. Pay cash for $3.6 million, or pay down as low as $720,000 with around $70,000 monthly, and it's yours. Call or WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info, or visit their showrooms at Lot 171 Peter Rose Street, Queenstown, or Lot 2 Lamar Street, and tell them Rico sent you for this sweet deal. From one drunken murder at a birthday party to yet another, but this one is in Berbice. The cops have arrested a man who reportedly murdered his cousin during a domestic dispute late last night. 26-year-old Rocky Harper is accused of stabbing to death his cousin, 45-year-old fisherman Riaz Mohammed of D. Edward Village on the west bank of Berbice. The police claim that Rocky slit Riaz's throat because Riaz kept swearing at his father and hitting him. No, not Rocky's father, Riaz's father, thus meaning that he killed his cousin while defending his uncle. Strange, but nice, I guess. Nevertheless, Mohammed has since turned himself over to the police. 60-year-old Baltica resident Ralph Jones is the father of one of the 4 inmates who escaped from the Mazaruni prison last week. And after confessing to giving his son and the 3 other escapees a change of clothes, the police have charged him for assisting in their escape. The man's lawyer contended that his client was fearful for his life as they might have hurt him or even killed him if he didn't help. However, the magistrate didn't believe that story and refused to grant bail, and the man was remanded until March the 5th. The PNC is preparing for their National Congress in April. This event will see elections for the leader and other top positions in the party. Current chairman Valda Lawrence and former General Secretary Aubrey Norton are set to go head-to-head for the position of Guyana's next top warlord, party leader of the PNC. While the two have not officially indicated that they are running for the spot, several party members and groups intend to nominate the two. Obviously, because who else is really out there? But oh well. But what is unclear, though, is whether or not current party leader David Granger will run again for the position or bow out into obscurity with whatever remaining sense of honor he has. You can multiply your cash by selling digital top-up. This is a legit way you can earn extra money at your business or to supplement your existing side hustle. Become a top-up vendor quick and easy through Cellular Plus. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 for more info. It's now time for today's Rona Report. Today, the nation reports 7 new cases. There are now a total of 189 persons dead and 8 persons in the ICU, with 415 persons in home isolation. The total number of known cases in the nation now stands at 8,427. So, please people, wash your hands frequently. Avoid touching your nose and mouth and mask up before you leave the house. When you do leave home, try to avoid enclosed spaces and large crowds. And remember to give 6 feet of space between you and others. Now, let's take a look at news in the region. The European Union on Monday imposed sanctions on 19 more officials in Venezuela accused of undermining democracy or human rights abuses. EU foreign ministers targeted the 19 persons with asset freezes and travel bans, given the deteriorating situation in Venezuela following the 2020 elections. The main opposition parties boycotted those polls. It means that a total of 55 Venezuelan officials are now subject to EU sanctions, and probably many, many more are subjected to American sanctions. Who said luxury can't be affordable? Move into your own home in 2021. Lenora Estates, West Coast MRR properties are within your reach. Move out of the landlord's place and put that rent money towards your own 5,000 square foot property. Call or WhatsApp 592-618-5702 or call +1 516 476 2172 for more info. And another story that should probably be a weird news story. Nicaragua has created a new national ministry for extraterrestrial space affairs, the moon and other celestial bodies. Yes, that's its whole name, Ministry for Extraterrestrial Space Affairs, the moon and other celestial bodies. Well, this agency was approved by Congress last Wednesday, but in a country that has a hard time supplying its people with food, fuel, and vaccines, it is not clear exactly what the ministry is supposed to do. It will fall under the control of the Nicaraguan army, which has no space program. The law says the ministry will promote the development of space activities with the aim of broadening the country's capacities in the fields of education, industry, science, and technology. Well, critics said the country does not have the money to spare for dreams of space exploration. It has yet to even acquire any Rona vaccines and has been in a deep social and economic crisis since the government quashed mass protests in 2018. But, just like his right-wing friend to the north, Trump, when everything looks bad, just distract the people with a brand new space force. And for our last and actual weird news story of the day, U.S. Customs agents have just confiscated 44 pounds of cocaine-covered cornflakes in Cincinnati, Ohio. The CBP is reporting that the day before Valentine's Day, they intercepted a package from Peru containing about 44 pounds of cocaine-coated cornflakes. A drug-sniffing dog named Pico flagged the cereal shipment going to a private residence in Hong Kong. Upon further inspection, officers found and tested the white powder on the cereal that was positive for cocaine. The 44-pound shipment could have a street value of up to $2.8 million US. Of course, that's what they said. I don't know anything about that. But how's this for a bedtime story? Snoopy Bill spends thousands of dollars on new printer ink. Sensi Bill, on the other hand, refills his empty cartridges at Print for Less for just $1,000. He gets a 6-month, 100% money-back guarantee on every refill. Then the bucket band, and the story ends. Call or WhatsApp 667-0066, or visit them on Facebook at Print for Less Guyana. Don't be a stupidity Bill. Moving on to our Uncut News viewers poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. So, you give your responses in the comments, and we'll read the best ones in the following episode. Friday's question was about Sao Paulo and their speed limit adjustments. Do you think the government should consider a similar strategy here? Chavez Wallace said, I think Guyana should put speed limit signs on all roads, install speed cameras in school zones, and impose hefty fines for violating them if caught going more than 10 kilometers over the posted speed limit. Sometimes buses are blazing through streets as if they're on a racetrack. I'm disappointed as I observed very little speed limit signs on the way from the airport to the East Coast. Oh, you must be from abroad. Here in Canada, of course! Here in Canada, such infractions get you a whopping $400 to $2,000 fine if caught speeding in a school zone, which then makes your insurance premium go up high on renewal. That actually sounds like a great idea. They really should try that here. Good answers. But before we get to tonight's question, these online shopping places take their miles and pass people as set of money they want per pound of merchandise. You will die when you try to ship parts for your truck. Thankfully, truck parts are already in Guyana at Powered Automotive Truck Spares and Engine Parts at Lot 1161 EE Eccles. They stock spares for DAF, Bedford TM, International Freightliners, and Cummins engines. Call or WhatsApp 697-0171 or follow Powered Automotive Truck Spares and Engine Parts on Facebook. So for tonight's question, if it isn't obvious by now, the PNC has got some serious soul-searching to do if they really want to regain the trust of the nation, if it even had the nation's trust to begin with. Nevertheless, since they're going to vote on a new leader in the next few weeks, I want to know, who do you think would make a good candidate? I mean, a serious suggestion. Who do you think would make a good candidate? I want to know. So, think about that question and tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we will feature it in Tuesday's episode. And I'm so serious, we really will, because I want to know. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight. Check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Noriko Bolford saying good night, folks. Hey Uncut News viewers, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on this button over here, or click over there for more news. You can also drop a comment to let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Goodbye for now.